Hi guys! Okay, today I'm going to try to make a recipe that I found in Chloe Coscarelli's cookbook. It's called Mongolian beef, and I was hoping to get some of the Butler soy curls to make that recipe, but I can't find them locally, so I'm going to make some seitan. You will see, I'll try to put the link here for the video where I made seitan. And I've got half a cup right here, and I've got a kitty that keeps meowing in the back. Half a cup of the Vital Wheat gluten in here, and I've just added some seasonings. I've added some vegan chicken stock. I've added a little bit of black salt, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of rosemary, some garlic, just to kind of flavor this. And I will be back, guys, with more once I've basically cook this, form this, and then I'm going to get to work making it into fake Mongolian beef. Okay, now you just boil your seitan. Now I filmed this video before I actually found the Butler soy curls. Lost the footage for this, I thought, but here it is. So I'm showing you this video, and I'm going to put another video where I use the Butler soy curls to make the same recipe. So that's your seitan, in my case, my seitan. And I'm just going to cut it into strips here so that I can start working with it. And just thin strips, just like thin pieces of beef. And that's all you need to do. And there you go. There are all the pieces I have right there. And then I'm going to continue preparing the recipe. Now, I wish I had more mushrooms, but I've only got about a third of a package here, so I've washed those. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to cut off some of this ginger, just trying to eyeball what is about a teaspoon. Of course, if you like more ginger, you can add more, but that's what I'm going to use right here. And just going to cut that up and cut it into little pieces to put into my recipe. Just like this, so cut it into smaller little pieces, and I'll move on to the next step. Okay, so this is the recipe right here. Doesn't that look delicious? It's Mongolian BBQ Seitan. And I'm pretty much altering it because I don't have most of this stuff. I don't have the hoisin sauce. I have tamari. I don't have agave. I have some lemon juice. Chili garlic. I've got garlic. I've got chili. I don't have the full 8 ounces of mushrooms, and I didn't make the full amount of seitan they said to make anyway. I have some ginger right here, guys. I have cinnamon, I have cloves, and I don't have any snow peas. Oh, that might be a lie. Maybe I have some frozen ones. A little bit of scallions. My daughter doesn't like cilantro. So ultimately, I'm just going to tell you how I'm going to kind of do this myself. So I've got my ginger diced. I've got about a third of a pack of mushrooms. And I'm going to use, I'll use a little bit of cinnamon. I'm just going to kind of put a dash in there. I'm going to get the wet ingredients, mix them together, and go from there. I can't find my wok. Well, it's in a cupboard and it's way under some other stuff, so I'm not going to bother digging it out. But I'll be back. Half a cup of water. 1 tablespoon of tamari sauce. I'm just adding a little bit of chili flakes here, maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon, quarter teaspoon. I'm also adding a little bit of nutritional yeast to this. And I'm adding some garlic powder, that's maybe a teaspoon. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And because I want a little more color to this, I'm adding just about a teaspoon of actual soy sauce. A teaspoon of vinegar. And a teaspoon of rice vinegar as well. Woo! Okay, I just tasted a little bit of this and it's good. And I was worried I didn't have enough chili, but that like 1/8 of a teaspoon and sitting in this liquid gave it a nice little kick. So nice and spicy. Okay, so I have my pan here with some oil heating. I guess about a couple tablespoons of oil. It's on medium heat. Well, it seems slightly hot. I'm going to lower it a bit. And then now you're going to add your seitan and your mushrooms and brown it. Pretty hot. So I lowered the heat because this is a different pan, as you might know. I like cooking with my other one. I couldn't get at my wok. There's too much stuff in a certain cupboard where I have it. This is a nice deep pan, but I can't remember if this burns more easily than like my other non-stick pan, which is why I like that one. Okay, and it says to brown the seitan and the mushrooms according to her recipe. Okay, so the heat is lower still. You can see it's not sizzling quite as much. It's okay. I could maybe put a little higher, but I'm going to err on the side of keeping it lower. I'm just going to add my mushrooms in here. Basically, it says to saute this until the mushrooms the water, the liquid from the mushrooms has been released. So I'm going to do this, guys, for a few minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, it's been a few minutes, and this is lightly browned. It says at this point to add your garlic. So I had just like 1 clove of garlic here, a large clove minced up. Your ginger. Okay, that's my ginger. And also your cinnamon. Cinnamon and cloves, but I'm not going to go with the cloves. And also, when I looked up hoisin sauce or hoisin, it typically you can make some and you can have peanut butter in it, but my feeling was my daughter was not going to like that, and I asked her and she's like, leave the peanut butter out. Okay, so I am only putting about kind of half of 1/8 of a teaspoon of the cinnamon in here. And that's because I'm making probably just a little less than half of the recipe compared to what she called for when she made for using the seitan. In her recipe, she uses 1 1/3 cups to make the seitan, and I use just about half a cup, a little over half a cup. But okay, all right. So that's been probably just about a couple of minutes, and I'm going to add my sauce. If necessary, there's a little bit of sugar or something at the bottom. If necessary, I will put some cornstarch in here, but it basically says that as you cook this, it will thicken up. So I'm going to do that, guys. This is on just below medium heat. I'm going to let it just kind of cook for a while until the sauce is thickened, so the flavor definitely absorbs in here. All right. And I'll be back. Also, before I take off, I believe her recipe for seitan includes soy sauce, or at least when you boil it, boiling it in soy sauce. So maybe that makes her seitan darker color to start with. I did not boil mine in any soy sauce. I just boiled it in water. So mine may be a lighter color at the end of the day, but that's all right. It's all about the taste. Okay, it's thickening up. I mean, if anything, I could probably have more sauce, but when it comes to the rice, I'll just add some soy sauce. I didn't put snow peas in here. I have green onion a little bit, or I didn't put onion. I just know what my daughter will eat and what she won't, so I didn't put any of that stuff. I hope she likes this. I guess I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna just give it a taste. I'm gonna turn this off. Gonna give it a taste. Hope it's not too hot. I think it's good. It's like sort of that nice, sweet, not too spicy now, as I was fearing. It's got a little kick of spice, but not too bad. I like it. I'm going to get this, I guess, served on plates, and I'm going to have my daughter taste it and tell you if she likes it. Okay, so my daughter's going to taste this little piece here.
It's hot.
Hopefully it's not too hot.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's not bad, actually.
Yeah? Any different flavors you'd add to this? I couldn't put the Snow peas. I could have put more mushrooms. It could be spicier. It was a little spicier to start with, but
Yeah, it could be spicy.
it didn't end up tasting too I was so worried about that. You can always add a little bit of hot sauce on yours if you want. Anyway, okay, hey, my daughter likes it. So that's a win. And served over sticky rice. Now this is what it's going to look like. I put a little bit of green onion on top of mine, and my daughter actually said she'd like some too. So there we go. Add snow peas or other veggies to yours as you like. But look, it's not too hard to make. And I feel that that's probably going to be pretty filling, especially since that's wheat meat, as they say, seitan. Alright guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.